Hey guys, this is Kathy with Planning on the Cheap again, and today we're going to explore more ways to be creative. Don't be afraid to be creative. You can save a lot of money if you just are a little creative. This is the big size Happy Notes. I found this on clearance at Walmart. I would say either August or September. I cannot remember. I paid $4.50 for it. I'll skip the first few pages because I actually have kind of made this one my household binder. Kind of tracks everything. At one point I started to make it a planner. I didn't do it. Here it has the dot grid paper, dual-sided, and it came with, I believe it was 60 sheets of the dot grid paper, and then it had 3 dividers, and then it was a 2-pack of stickers. I have that in a different one, and then this pocketed, I guess you could use it as dividers, however you want to use it. I got this, like I said, for the intention that I was going to originally make this into a planner. I did not do that. I have kept it as my household binder, and I got to thinking about it, and I ended up investing in the Happy Planner, and I'll show you. I started with this, pretty much impulse bought that. I use them both. This one is easy to throw in my purse and take with me. This one stays home, but I have noticed I do more with this one. So it's almost becoming that this one is my write it down while I'm gone and put it in here when I get home. I was not going to be one of those that had more than one planner, especially for the everyday thing. It's not like this is a faith planner and this is the household planner. They both work the same way. Anyway, so I stopped with that thought, but I did turn this into a household binder, like I said. I went back probably a month later, different Walmart actually, and I saw this. And it's also the big. It has the 11 little mini rings. And it was also the big notes. Now, it has more than 60 sheets in it because I have played around and moved stuff around. This one has the gray dot paper, dual-sided, with the black and white stripes on the side. I have to be honest. I like the positive thinking, positive outcome saying, I'm not big on these leaves. I know everybody seems to be big on these leaves. They were not my choice. I wanted it because it cost $4.50. I got 60 big sheets. You know, what is that? The 8.5 by 11 big sheets of dot grid paper. I knew I could do something with this. It came with 3 more dividers, another file folder, and it come with 2 more sticker sheets. Same stickers as those, but it works. I wanted it for the parts. What I did, I got 2 of them. I found 2. And you'll see this one does not have all its discs. I am using the others for something else, but I really am just using these for storage. So it doesn't matter that it only has 5 discs instead of 11. I flipped the cover. If you take the covers off and you flip them, you get this. I like this better. This actually was flipped into the dot. I flipped it back so you can see which one I had. So this is my other one. And this one, you know, you have your little plastic dashboards. I forgot those were in them. That's some stuff I added. Oh, here we go. Yes, it had 60 dot grid sheets. Both of them did. Of these and this design. They all had it. So I spent $13.50. I got 180 dot sheet paper of the big size. 3 covers. And 33 rings, not to mention 9 dividers, 3 pocketed tabs, 6 sheets of paper, and 3 of the clear plastic dashboards. I got it for the parts. You're getting the point. Okay, here you can see I've kind of played around, and see these are the stickers. From what I understand, you can color these in, draw on them, write on them. And then there's these, and I know you can with these things to buy in me time. These were the stickers that came with it. You got 1 sheet of each. I wanted it for parts. Just remember that. So here we have one of these. I want to show you how we are going to save some money. We'll pull one out. I'm going to try and push these off to the side. I'm on my kitchen table and I don't have the most workspace. Okay, let me see. In here, this is where I keep all my extra stuff, is a pack of some mini refill paper. I have the lined and the grid. When I got my planner cover on not YouTube, I'm sorry, Amazon, I was almost to that free shipping point. And if I'm going to spend, you know, $5 on shipping, whatever it was, I'm going to get a pack of paper. So I decided I'm going to get a pack of paper because I'm going to get product. If I have to spend that money, I'm going to get product. So I want to show you the comparison in the size. We're hung up here. You can see I'm still figuring this out one-handed. I am used to using two hands when I work. You can see. That's the great thing about the line and the dot. You can see the contrast. So I got to thinking, how can I do this? How can I take this and get me a lot of mini papers? I also have the classic. I could do this with classic, but today I'm going to do it with the mini. I took my Westcott paper trimmer. It was just a cheap one. I got it at Walmart. Eventually I'm going to get a better one, but I just wanted a cheap one for the time being. And I am going to line my papers back up. Let me see if I can do it. Probably not. Not working very well one-handed. Works great two-handed. Okay. I'm not going to leave that mini paper there because I don't want to cut it. Because cutting one-handed, not my strong suit at all. I have done it in a video before. It luckily turned out. I don't know how it turned out. I thought for sure I was going to cut the paper all apart, cut my finger off. Okay, I see that my paper comes pretty much to this line, this dot. So I'm going to push that out. I'll push my finger in, apparently. And I want to line that dot up as much as I can. It's going to cut crooked, I already can tell, but that's okay because, you know, like I said, it's practicing with one hand. And I can always trim it with a pair of scissors later. And I know this is going at a snail's pace. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't shift. Okay. Put that to the side and we'll pull this out. Push that over for the moment. Let's kind of compare size here. And it actually lined up pretty good. I am surprised it lined up so good with me cutting one-handed. I'm going to open it back up. And let's see what dot I want to cut it to here. Oops. Okay, I can see it's just shy of this dot, so I'm thinking that's the dot I'm going to pick. I'll try and line it up. I'll flip this down to give me a little bit extra. Pull this happy mini out. I gotta tell you, when you see people do stuff like this on YouTube, it looks a lot easier than it is. This is all new for me. Okay, so we'll try and line my dot back up. This is gonna be as good as it gets. I'm gonna cut it. Okay, and we'll put this trimmer over for a minute because we won't really need it too much more. Okay, so you can see I am a little bit bigger. Looks to be about a dot and a half width, but that's okay. It still fits in my mini. So I now have one double-sided sheet. But then I got to look and I have this piece and this piece left over. And I know they're not equal right now. Let me see if I can put one on top of there. Okay. Height-wise, it's right on. Width-wise, I'm only short, what, an inch? I can still work with that. It's still usable. So I'm going to show you what I did. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to line them up. I somehow cut way off because normally I do not have that difference in size. But it works and it's a way to get paper cheap. especially if you find the deal like I did. And like so many others do. You get on YouTube all the time and you'll find people that's found stuff on clearance. It comes in handy. Okay, so I just want to kind of see. All right, it looks like I want to do that dot there. All right, so I'm pretty much lined up. I'm going to take my trimmer. I got this little piece. I don't throw these away. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to do something with them. So here I have two. Now I know one's a little bit wider than the other, but they're basically the same height. Let me try and put them all three together. They're all the same height from one big sheet. I pull my Happy Planner, hole punch, up. Can't talk today. I'm not going to try and punch them both at one time because I don't think I can do that holding my hand steady and the camera. Punched it. There you go. I don't have the decorative edge, but I have functional paper. Let me do the same with this one. Again, no decorative edge, but I got the functional piece of paper. On this one, I do have the decorative edge. So I took just the size of this. I made one that matches it and two that are slightly smaller than it out of one sheet. Bear in mind, I said I have 180 of these. That makes a lot of paper. I shouldn't have to buy dot grid paper for, since I don't use it a lot, years. I shouldn't have to. And if you saw my last video, you know I bought some dot grid paper like this that was from the Agenda 52 planner. I cut it down. See, I'm fine doing different shapes and sizes. See, it's actually bigger than the Agenda 52. But if you notice, and I'll show you, from that pink one I showed you, I already cut some up. See the pink edge? So I have pink grid paper to choose from. I have gray, not grid, dot. And then I have, this one snaps in there. This one snaps in there. And then I take this extra sheet that I have of my mini planner paper and I put it back in storage. I have some in my mini planner, but I didn't need to use all of it. This is my storage. You can see that little piece comes up. This whole thing is my storage. If you saw in my last video, I originally was going to make this my planner. When I decided I didn't want to do the big, I wanted to make my own. So I started making it out of Walmart folders. There were 6 of them for $1.96, and then these stickers came from a Walmart sticker book for $2.88. I originally started there. Now it's storage. This is the second half of 2020. My mini planner is very full. It cannot hold it. This is another example of don't be afraid to use what you have. This is some nice cardboard. It's a little bit thicker than cardstock, but it's not thick cardboard. Let me see if I can pull it out. See those red and blue stars? Aren't they cute? Do you know what this was? It was trash packaging. Okay, here we go. I bought some patriotic reflective stickers. It says $1. Let me tell you, I went to a store called Dirt Cheap. I got the stickers for 10 cents. Not $1. That's another part of use what you can. Find what you can. Dirt Cheap buys stuff that didn't sell. Don't be afraid to look. I have found a lot of good stuff. This was trash. Most people would have thrown this away. I thought this was adorable. I sat here. I'll try and put this back one-handed. That's not working so well. I cut it down to size to fit my mini. And I added a tab. I just used one of these as tracing. And I made one. I don't care if it says Target dollar on the back. If it bothers me, I'll cover it up with paper or washi. Here is some note paper. Remember I said I was keeping this? I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I know I'll do something with them. if for anything else, I could put a little note that says, call Dad at 10 a.m. and throw it in my planner. So when I turn to my planner, there's a note telling me I needed to call my dad at 10. I don't know what I'm going to use these for, but there's always a use for them. Notepads. Like I said, notepads. I had to buy an expansion pack because I wanted to use my mini planner right away. This was the 3 months that I have not used. They're undated. They're waiting for a use. The stickers that go with them. And then back to my paper. This is the paper I have cut apart. And this is the paper I bought. And I have to tell you, I bought, it was 20 of the lined and 20 of the grid. Buying it and cutting it this way has saved me so much money. This one I talked about in the last video. It's Planner 52 paper. I cut it, the holes off, punched it. A little bit smaller. I bought these on clearance for $1.24 each pack. I bought 2 packs. They're 24 double-sided. They're actually a little bit thicker than the Happy Planner paper. Don't be afraid to utilize clearance and sales and get creative. I hope you enjoyed this second video and keep watching. We're going to figure out how to plan on the cheap together. That's always been a passion of mine, helping people save money. I don't like to pay full price if I can help it. Some things are worth full price, some things are not. Look around for what you have. You never know what you're going to find. Be creative. If you're not a creative person, just kind of follow different YouTubers. There's so many more creative than I am. But we all can share ideas, and then even if we think of something, run with it. If I showed you this, you could take this as, oh, well, that's a good idea, but I want something a little bit thicker. Let me get a placemat and cut a placemat up. Take the ideas and run with them. I hope you all have a blessed day, and join me back next time. Bye.